everybody, Lawman Mike with www.lawmanguitars.com. Hey, I've got a really cool guitar for you today. This is a 1967 ES330 Gibson. Now, you're going, oh, hold it, it's got humbuckers. You're absolutely right. A 330 would not have humbuckers, it would have had P90s. So this one has been modified. It's a 330-ish or 335-ish guitar, if you will. But whoever did this did an outstanding job. I got this guitar in a trade-in, and I was really pleased to get it because it's got a lot of original parts on it. The guitar itself just plays marvelously, and it just sounds really great. I mean, it's really hard to tell the difference between this and a 335 except for where the neck attaches to the body. I mean, let's face it, that's all the difference between 330s and 335s is the fact that in the 335, they're hollow. I'm sorry, the 330s are hollow, the 335s have the center block in them, which supposedly is to keep down some of the feedback at high volumes. You know what, I've never found that to be a bit of difference myself, but that's what they say. So let me tell you about this guitar. It's got Seth Lover Seymour Duncans in it, which just sound fantastic. I gotta tell you, they're older ones. I've tried to figure out what year they're from. They have to be some of the earliest ones. They're signed. I've got pictures of them on the website so you can take a look at what they look like underneath the covers. But they sound really great and meaty and full of tone. I mean, they're very thick pickups, and if I was going to put something other than Gibson pickups in it, Seymour Duncans is the way to go as far as I'm concerned. They just sound great. The other thing that they did, in order to suspend the tunematic bridge and the stop tailpiece, is they put a block in here. So there's a block that was put in here, and it was professionally done. I mean, this whole guitar was redone very, very professionally. So this supports, the block supports these two pieces, which, as you know, in a 330, you would have had a floating bridge and you would have had a tailpiece that attached down here. So these are attached a la a block to make it more of a 335. And aside from that, that's about it. The tuners are older. You know, at first I thought they might be remakes of some sort, but I think they're really old. They certainly have a lot of tarnish on them and look to be used over the years. Now, again, it wasn't my guitar. I didn't put those on there, but they look old to me. That use my opinion for that. But aside from that, the original knobs and the electronics in here, they left alone, which was really nice. When they went in here and looked at it, our techs looked at it, they said all they did is they snipped off the pickups and left the wiring in there. So you've got 67 pots and all that in there. The original pick guard is on here as well. So it just, you know, they modified it, of course, to fit around the new humbuckers. But you know what? They really did a really, really nice job on this guitar. Now, I will tell you, I don't know how many 330 fans we have out there versus 335s. I've always played 330s. They're my guitar preference in Gibson thin-line guitars, and I'll tell you why. Because of how they're attached to the body, they just feel so more substantial to me. I have to say 335s, the necks always just felt a little wiggly on me. I mean, they're attached way down in here, the 19th fret, where we're at the 15th fret for the 330s. So I've always played 330s. I just think they're great. I love how they feel. The necks are virtually the same. It's just where they were attached. So let's talk about how this guitar sounds. Again, they put humbuckers in here instead of the single coil P90s, and so it gives you a total different tonal amount of sound coming out of your amp with these pickups versus the P90s. And you know, if you've always thought, gee, I like the 330s, but I really don't like the single coils, this is the guitar for you, because I tell you what, these pickups just sound great. We're set up on the neck pickup, which just sounds fantastic. Wow. Okay, let's go to the middle position, which of course blends the two pickups together. Okay, let's go to the back pickup. Let's hear how that sounds. I could play this guitar all day. What a marvelous instrument. 1967, I mean, the finish crazing on this guitar is just beautiful. You can see it coming out in the sunburst. Tells me it's the original nitro finish on it. The neck angle is perfect. I mean, you've got room in your bridge to bring it up, bring it down. I've got it set really low. I can't imagine anybody would want it any lower, but you certainly can take it down if you need to. Neck is dead straight. Frets are in fantastic shape. I'm going to say that those are original frets. There's still plenty there, but there's no indication that they've ever come out of the binding. And speaking of the bindings on these, again, it's a 1967. This is an old guitar. The bindings are nice and amber colored. They're not white like the new guitars would be. This is what you want an old Gibson to look like, a 67 ES330 that just sounds absolutely, absolutely incredible. It's cool, cool, cool. I've got a neat case that goes with it. Unfortunately, it's not a Gibson case. However, it's a really cool older TKL case. It's in great shape. It's got all the original handles and the buckles and the hinges and everything and are all here. And it's pretty old. I mean, it's in great shape, but everything is tarnished. It looks like it goes with a guitar. Of course, it's newer than a 67, but the accessory box is here. It's got nice padding in here for the body to sit in. It's a great case for me to ship it to you in, for one thing. But unless you're going to go out and find an old case, nothing wrong with this case. This is just a fantastic hardshell case for that guitar. So listen what, I've got a fantastic 1967 Gibson ES330 with humbuckers that's been professionally modified to be like a 335, and it is just fantastic. It's got Seymour, Seth Lover pickups in it, and you won't be any more excited than I am when I got it when you get this guitar. It is fantastic. So check in on all of our really cool guitars out at www.lawmanguitars.com, and I really appreciate you watching our demos. I've been getting lots of comments about them, and I really appreciate hearing about it. We work hard on them. As long as you keep watching, we'll keep making them. So thanks for watching.